Here we are at some of the Tsankawi grooves claimed to be made by human footprints. Now, I believe this is a combination of trails and water. The main groove is a water feature from a canal system that's emanating from way up here. And clearly here you can see it multiplying into multiple grooves, but there's a main central, see here they step by, canal, which is taking water. Now how they had water way up top here where we're getting is anyone's guess, but this is a water groove. The main central groove here, clearly human erosion plus water erosion, and they were following the water up and up. And here, look at it curves like a switchback. This is some insane stuff. And it splits. My God.
There's a person saying hello, a big ant-man and a little ant-man.
So, just to give you some context, there's this massive groove here, which is a part of the canal network here next to the human trail. You can see the human feet prints. Some milling areas here for different grains. And clearly a family being depicted here. What appears to be Red Cross emblems.
An ant family with a human in the center. Like, looks like antenna coming out of that dude's head. And then a little kid.
An ant person and a human and an ant child. Top of the mesa. Some insane. That was just the entryway there. Really bizarre. And you can see this is the area they were saying. Over here, bro. This is a really top secret area that we're going to probably come and investigate later. Over there on the other side. Right at the top of that scree. And I'm going to film this later with my new camera on the way out. We may send a drone over there. Here we are in the canal, and you can see to the left is the walking trail, and to the right is where the water flowed. See, I'm walking on the trail. The water's flowing to my right. Here's another trail, but here's the water flow. Now, this was going down, and I imagine into a series of ledges and troughs where they were growing food. Now we're going to get into some of the interesting areas. And to the right is off limits, and there's clearly more caves down there. But we're just getting into some of the interesting carved areas. And stay tuned, we're going in. Here we are inside of one of our first areas. And you can see there are storage slots and subsurface areas for cooking. And lights. Now this is facing south. And the winter sun would come right in here and hit this back wall, which is probably covered with painting. And you can see some remnants of something that was coating that. It's gone. But there are petroglyphs carved into here. Just difficult to make out. And then you can clearly see the square hole that goes a little to the left. It goes in at an angle. And here, crazy. This is the first hole I've been in. Look at the shaft. This is like 3 or 4 feet through. I can't make out the petroglyphs, but it's definitely, it looks like a cross in the back here. we're seeing some evidence of some Celtic designs here. It's very interesting. So maybe some Celts lived here. Absolutely insane notches in the opening, and I wonder what all this was for. A door. It's one of those ancient ladders. Supposedly.
For millions of years, the people want to.
I just don't buy that. There's an easier way up than this. So something else is going on there. It's for redirecting water and to make it drop down and make noise. So you can have all this water noise here. This is the path. This is something else. Something is either that or there's thousands of people here.
And they could have carved that out to be a ladder and carved it.
Yeah.
They look like good footholds.
Yeah, but you can also just walk up here. There's a hill. Right here.
So you think the resonance of the water was doing something for them?
Clearly they walked up here. There's the steps here. So why do you need those ladders? What a fucking weird place. It looks like we found a petroglyph that's of an animal of unknown origin. And from a distance it looked like a dinosaur. That's what I saw. And now it's definitely an animal that doesn't look like it's from around here.
Right. That's interesting.
It's bizarre. And I don't see any other petros nearby to give us any context. Look at this thing. It looks like it's laying an egg or something with the shade in here. You can see it really good in my viewfinder. See that under there?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I can see that now. Yeah.
I'm over here at this drilled rock site. Clearly someone, I don't think they're wasting their time here, and this might be an important pattern of stars, which is why I'm filming it, to later see, because it's overlaying some pretty ancient petroglyphs, which appear to be a circle arrow and an arrow and maybe another guy down here. An ant-man perhaps, but the holes are what's the intriguing part. Thinking it might be a constellation. And then we have another area of petroglyphs up here that we're going to go up. And here's more of the trail. And we'll bring you up to the petroglyphs, which appears to be almost a plasma discharge guy, but it's an ant-man. And several other ant people and lots of drawings up here. And some bigger carvings. But it seems like the top of this cliff is more of a ceremonial area, and there's another one of those crosses. See it? That has more of an emblem in the center.
Yep, that's a Celtic cross right there.
It's offset though, like oh, and a spiral, which is going to be facing the vernal equinox shortly. Oh man, this place. These petroglyphs are 3 and 4 feet high, and they're carved into the rock here. And then there's some squiggles to the crack. This, God knows what any of this means. There is so much information up here. It would take years to go through, which is probably why they haven't. It's completely endless information here. There's another guy. This guy looks like he has a smiley face. I'm not even lying. We're in some of the main ceremonial areas up top here with these alcoves and overhangs. All the petroglyphs seem to be up top here. and in large abundance. Some I've never even seen.
You know, it's interesting also, I just want to point out, in the Summerian cuneiform tablets, you'll see these arrows.
And the arrows are always pointing up to the spiral, too.
It's like it's a rocket.
She's got a bird on her head or something over here. And then him up top. And there are lots of people here. Oh, and there's a, there's a guy standing on another guy's head playing a flute. That thing is insane. This is about 6 feet high. And we are in the most amazing middle of nowhere. Caves and ruins everywhere. Up and down at every level. You'll be here forever.
Hey, look at this, Simon, you missed this. This will blow your mind, dude. Holy cow. Just look at it. Look at all that.
Oh my God.
What in the world is that?
It looks like a palm tree.
It does. But look at the one thing that like a circle. It's got the.
That's the old Summerian wheel thing.
Bingo. Which is Arata civilization, which is the.
And it's even a flower petaled around it, maybe? Or diamonds or something? Holy macaroni!
Dude, this is like the mother lode of awesomeness.
Totally insane. Whatever this was. So there's a lot of work to cut these perfectly square areas. We've got these drill holes that we've seen repeatedly, some upper area. This clearly human-shaped hole here.
Right.
And this appears to be facing the sunset, which we're going to be watching shortly. So this could be one of the many rooms used to determine different parts of the season. Clearly burn marks in here and multiple different places for cooking. Some other slots on the wall, maybe to cover up the fire. Who knows? But it's all very old and very weathered. Well, the sun set on a glorious day. There's the moon coming up. And we were trying to get to our secret spot here at sunset. Right here. Where the guy is in the hole. But what we did witness is that the autumnal sunset set directly illuminating that hole onto the back wall of that cave. So we'll be back some other time to get that, and we'll come back here for some winter solstice looks, because there are definite winter solstice rooms around the corner of this mesa where the sun rises and sets in those places. This is the autumn room, or the spring room, however you want to look at it, right there. I think Rex's going to try to launch the Mavic in high wind. in high wind.
That's what I'm talking about. Living on the edge.
That's not going to blow away in this wind?
We're going to find out. There's only one way to find out.
These are all petroglyphs up here. This is literally a playground of earthly delights. Non-stop. And I'm up on a huge boulder. So we're just up at the top of the mesa here, having some fun before we go home. And we found another one of these trails. Erosional features where people have been walking. It takes you up to this petroglyph area up here. More caves to just explore over in here.
This we got to come back. We can't fly this out here. It's all restricted.
Oh.
It's even telling me it's restricted. Don't
It's
show this. Don't show this.
No. Restricted airspace.
Yeah, I'm bringing this bad boy back.
Los Alamos is a few miles away. They don't like it.
Like I've never had the remote control telling me,
come back. You must assimilate before the Borg assimilate you.